You know, at the church I attend, for the most part of my life, the Lutheran Church, there is a lady whom I knew. Well, she was a girl when I knew her. She's a couple of years, maybe younger than me, 8 years or so, I think, younger than me, 6 to 8 years. And she has Down syndrome. But she's always been a really, really nice person. She's very warm, she's very friendly, she's very affectionate, and she loves to communicate, she loves to talk. The problem is that I can't understand her. Most of the people in church can't understand her, although her family is able to make out what she's trying to say, but most people don't understand what she says. And because we don't understand, not many people take the time and the effort to communicate with her and to talk with her. So she's left to entertain herself most of the time, and she's pretty good at that. She entertains herself. She sits at a place and she just is by herself most of the time. Now, a lot of people with disabilities are ostracized, or if not ostracized, are not approached, people don't take the time to have fellowship with them so much, especially if, and it could be physical disabilities, or it could be even things like being a transgender. When you fall out of the normal parameters, it can be difficult. It can be a difficult life, especially when you're growing up. You can be made fun of, you can be ridiculed, and you can feel very, very sad. I think today the education system has helped these people. They have given a little more protection, a little more understanding for the other children, but it still can happen. And when you're an adult, the same act of being ostracized can happen if you have controversial ideas or controversial ways of thinking. And in the era of social media, all you have to do is say something, or put up something on Facebook or Instagram saying something that is controversial, and you can be challenged. You can have a whole lot of people making fun of you, challenging you and trolling you. And even if somebody were to support you, they may not dare to stand up for you in the event they get bullied themselves. And that's what happens for having a controversial idea or some challenging thought. In the reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke today, we read from chapter 21, verses 12 to 19. Jesus says to his disciples, "Men will seize you and persecute you. They will hand you over to the synagogue and to be imprisonment, and bring you before kings and governors because of my name. And that will be your opportunity to bear witness. Keep this carefully in mind. You are not to prepare your defense, because I myself shall give you an eloquence and a wisdom that none of your opponents will be able to resist or contradict. You will be betrayed even by parents and brothers, relations and friends, and some of you will be put to death. You will be hated by all men on account of my name, but not a hair of your head will be lost. Your endurance will win you your lives." The Gospel of the Lord. So Jesus says that, if you stand up for him, then you will be ostracized by society. But he said, go ahead and stand up for him anyway. So if you have that thought or the idea that is controversial or challenges the norms, go ahead and do it anyway. Because we need new ideas. A lot of the great thinkers of the past have often been ridiculed, and if they kept quiet, then we may be stuck in the old ways, and there may not be new thoughts, new ideas. So if you have a new idea, a new thought, a new way of doing things, go ahead, express it. It doesn't matter if you're ridiculed. It's tough to bear, but remember, even the greatest people went through it. It's part of life, and we have to go through it. My thought for today: